All right, so welcome to the Blueprints. I am joined by the Honorable Jason Dimitris, and as I do, Judge, as I told you, I'm going to do a very brief intro because I promised you that we are going to keep it short. The judge has been in some back-to-back trials, and he's got to get back to it. So we're gonna keep this moving for you. In terms of Judge Dimitris's background, he was an assistant state attorney here in Miami-Dade County. He then became a statewide prosecutor or an assistant statewide prosecutor, and then was also an assistant United States attorney here in the Southern District. And as we were talking about, I said, Judge, where was the 3-4 year commitment? And luckily he got a call. He didn't have it. He got a call to Tallahassee. He then became the chief of staff for DCF. And then I guess also the inspector general, served for a brief period of time, and then was also called to become the general counsel for the Department of Management Services. And Judge, as I understood it, you took the bench in 2013 in county court, and then took the circuit court bench in 2017. You have kind of held different positions. You're currently in the general civil division, and obviously very busy with jury trials, bench trials. And I know for a fact, one of the biggest things that is said about your division is just your respect of lawyers' times and litigants' times, and also those parties that come before you. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you that back. And I'm going to sort of cut down to it. I'll turn the mic over to you. There's 3 questions, right? I call these kind of like the 3 truths. Sort of the first is, why did you become a lawyer?
Well, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to answer your questions and to meet the community and hopefully provide some useful information to the community. The answer as to why I became a lawyer was because I wanted a bigger toolbox. I wanted tools to help me be a better citizen and also become successful professionally. As far as I'm concerned, there is no better education than law school. It, to me, is a continuation of a liberal arts education because you learn about the entire world. And I love having that variety and complexity, that knowledge to help me move forward. So I wanted more tools to be able to be more impactful in a positive way.
Okay, all right. So then, like, I guess it kind of leads into the next question, which is, why did you become a judge?
Well, I wanted to help people and I wanted to have an impact. And judges have the ability to do a lot when they are on the bench, when they are signing orders, when they are making decisions. But we also have a lot of impact just by virtue of our title. So I'm privileged to be able to help in a lot of ways by virtue of my title in the community. So it does draw people together for different purposes. As judges, we are asked to assist with bar-related and legal-related topics in the community. So it's helpful to use my title to encourage, for instance, lawyers and others to do good in the community.
And I think, Judge, the third question, I think we both have always shared a passion over just good legal work. And one of the things that I think makes our profession better is a better understanding between the litigants and the judges. So this last question is trying to take out the intermediary of whenever we get assigned to a judge, we inevitably are sending out an email to our colleagues and say, tell me about Judge Dimitris. And as opposed to that, this is where I kind of want to ask the next question, which is, before we appear in front of you as litigants, what should we know about you, about your courtroom, about your judicial philosophy, to help make things smoother for both sides?
Well, thank you for asking. The simple answer to your question is I'm here to help a case move forward towards resolution. What I would like people to know who come before me is help me figure out that path towards fair, efficient, inexpensive, and just resolution. So tell me what your questions are that I need to answer. It can be difficult sometimes in a complicated case where I don't see precisely what it is, where my choices are, what my options are, what needs to be answered to move on. So if you can present that clearly up front, then I can help you move on as you would like. I think it's advice that can help you in front of any judge. Get your elevator speech together, tell the judge what you need from them, and then you can give some background into why it is legally appropriate to go that route.
So, Judge, I promise you I'll be quick. I can't end without acknowledging you. I mean, one, for your time today, in the middle of a very busy week and a very busy few weeks. But second is your dedication to the craft and trying to make sure people's experiences are better after they've come before you is something that's talked about amongst us lawyers. And the other thing that I think is maybe not as well known is your dedication to mentorship. And I know that by even under meeting some of your mentees. So, thank you for what you do for the community, and thank you for your time today.
Marianne, thank you for putting together a program like this that's so helpful, and thank you for including me. This is very important to me, and I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you, Judge.